everybody. I'm Will.
And I'm Kristen.
This is Soimwatching Wednesday, Season 2, Episode 7.
Woe me the money.
This episode was fantastic.
It was really good. Well, we finally
really
got...
good.
I almost, don't want another episode.
It felt like...
Yeah. Except we still got all this stupid Galpin
Pugsley
nonsense out there.
Well, we got Gideon. Casper Van Dien has just arrived. And then we promptly killed him off. Casper Van Dien just left.
Yeah. Just burned up to death. He's so fast, too. To cinders immediately.
So it's like it was a Dort plot?
Okay, so we started off 15 years ago in
Coral Springs.
Morning Song, Florida, at this mermaid bar.
Which is not here. Well, it's like wiki watching.
Well,
but
I don't think that mermaid song or morning song is a real.
Sure. But they were real mermaids.
Yeah.
It was like the effect they do for the mermaids, and we hadn't gotten any this season. So I was like,
so Gideon was working at this bar with terrible hair because it took me
it made him unrecognizable.
It took the entire because I was looking at the cast list going, it says it's Casper Van Dien. That's not Casper Van Dien. I was like, I don't think so.
So much of it's the hair.
Yeah. So he was a bartender and Dort was there and he was like, I represent that mermaid. And it was Gabrielle. And he was like, I have an idea, but I'm not good looking enough to carry it over, but you are. Let's start a cult. Even though he was like, I don't really like that word, but it's like, we're going to just convince people to give us all their money and you need to be the face of it. So that is apparently how Morning Song got started, was the three of them, but Dort was the mastermind. So we find that out at the beginning, and then we cut back and it's the week leading up to the gala, and so that's how we go through the rest of the episode is leading up to the gala. I guess let's start in Russia. Fucking Galpins. They're still in their weird bunker. Francoise is still having a terrible time coughing up blood, and she's out of her pills also. So they have to go break into a vet's office.
That always drives me. Oh,
yeah, the vet.
That really bummed me out. Yeah. The late night vet who this kindly old man who was going to help a dog, and fucking Oscar Slurp Oscar Isaac ate his brain.
Here's my question. Does the brain eating have to be continual now?
It seems.
So it's just his food now. I thought it was I need X amount of brains.
No, I think it keeps him. I mean, he died. So it's
he did die. But he's got a mechanical heart. So
we did see it.
Yeah, they were cleaning it. Gross.
It was kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, but just having to open your chest and clean your heart is disgusting.
He's also being followed by corpse moths, which are beautiful but also disgusting.
Yeah,
it was cool.
It was pretty cool. But yeah, so they have to go to the vet, and they, like you said, lure the vet out, and then Isaac eats him because there's pills and treatments or something, but it's we have to go get more pills at the vet's office, and then instead once they're there, Isaac is she needs all your blood to Tyler, and they take enough blood for him to presumably pass out,
be woozy,
because he comes to the next morning and everything's okay for the moment.
I haven't said it, but it's Francoise and Isaac are weird.
Yeah.
Really weird.
Yeah.
And it's in a post Game of Thrones world, I feel we have to hold space for every brother-sister character to potentially be incestuous.
You're right.
And it gets a little tiring having to play that game.
Well, it's I'm bracing the whole time to be are they going to kiss on the mouth?
If ever there was, if ever you could get away with that, I suppose this is one of the times that it would be kind of warranted.
But this is for kids in a way
it's
that
TV-14.
It is TV-14, but this is aimed at kids in a way that most of the stuff that we watch that has incest in it is not.
Yeah, but is there not incest in Edgar Allan Poe?
Yeah, not as much as the Southern Gothic.
I'm just saying,
if this was Flannery O'Connor, go nuts.
They're being weird. Is all I'm gonna say.
They are being weird. I think they just might both be bonkers.
Yeah, well,
and also Tyler seems to be half fully committed and half
got one foot in and one foot out.
How can I get out of here, kind of? And so that, I think, is going to be really interesting. Isaac is still claiming he can take the hide monster completely out of Francoise. And so we're still working on doing that. And then by the end of the episode, they're doing something in the Nevermore cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Well, because they take Pugsley.
Yeah, they took Pugsley.
Apparently, I didn't fully, like... this is very plot.
Yeah.
Plot. It's like a list. What were we watching where it was like, Jenny Nicholson?
Yeah.
If you handed me a list of things, I'd be like, sure, that sounds like a movie, but it's like, no, that is the movie.
That is it, yeah.
This is a little bit better than that, but it is sort of like a list of things. So there's a couple points where I'm like, I remembered that the prophecy changed to, or I knew that the tombstone said an Adams would die.
Yeah.
But in my mind, I didn't realize that meant that the Enid prophecy was off the table.
Apparently,
and that it's a new.
Apparently, yes.
And so it took them saying that for me to be like, oh, is that what happened? Oh, okay.
Yeah. But now there's this other Enid thing going on where now Isadora Capri is the most suspicious character I've ever encountered in my life. But everything she's saying to Enid, it's like
she's causing it.
It's like, you don't have to worry, but also this could be the worst thing that would ever happen to you in the history of the world. But you shouldn't be nervous, but it would be really terrible if it happened. But
because if she woofs out on the full moon, she could stay that way forever, and as such, all the other werewolves will instinctively hunt her down and kill her. Which, I mean,
because she claims it's self-policing, and I was like, you're saying too many words that don't sound right.
I mean, it kind of sounds like folklore. Like, that sounds like something that would be in folklore, but...
Yeah, but it's like... the second to last episode of the second season of this TV show feels like a bonkers place for us to be finding out all of this information.
And for, like, because it's news to Enid.
Yeah.
Like, we're not getting really, and we haven't even, like, I mean, I believe that Capri is a werewolf, but it's like, we haven't seen.
Yeah. It also, it's just like, it's kind of all too convenient because it's like, apparently Enid had heard about alpha wolves, but it's like,
maybe Capri's like trying to pass a curse on to her. Like,
yeah,
maybe
I don't
Capri
know.
Is
There's
cursed.
just too many things that make it Enid specifically, where it's like, oh, well, you were a late bloomer, and then you also this, and then also this, and like if you transform on the full moon, which is like all these things are like, it's like either as they've just happened or as they're about to happen. It's like Enid's checking every box, and it's suspicious.
There is like, as much as I enjoy this episode specifically and enjoy the show in general, it feels like there's always one step or one thing too many.
Yeah.
Because I use the word convoluted a lot, but it's like, why did we even need Gideon? Like, it's like, if the reveal was Dort is the villain, it's like, just remove Gideon from it and just have that be the reveal that Dort is doing this.
Yeah, because for me, it's enough for Dort to be doing it. Well, but it also is like, he was kind of right. The cult needed like a face.
Sure. Yeah. But I mean, you could, I don't know, write it differently. It's like, good writing doesn't mean adding more, like extra steps.
So anyway, so Enid and Wednesday they're made up. And Agnes is still hanging around. Enid is still not about her at the beginning of this episode. And I basically, the whole time I was like, just both be friends with Wednesday. We don't need to do this, like, who's the best friend. Like, just both be friends with her.
Well, because we also finally got an Agnes plot that was forward momentum, that moved the plot forward, because Wednesday confronted Bianca, and like Bianca laid it all out and then siren songed her to forget that it happened.
Wednesday laid it all out.
Yeah.
Wednesday was like, this is 100% what you've done, because she ended up siren songing Hester to give all of her money to Nevermore and build Frump Tower. A little on the nose, bro.
But
it was very funny, and the little mock-up model was hilarious. So funny. And so so she basically gets Bianca to admit all of that, but then Bianca siren songs her too. But it turns out Agnes was there, invisible. And Wednesday's like, what did she say? And she's like, exactly what you thought she was going to, XYZ.
And we kind of cheered because it's
great.
like we've been bracing the whole season for her to fuck shit up with her invisible. And so how to have her use it for good was exciting. And then it was hilarious and also a real jump scare when she visibled and she just looked like Wednesday.
She had put on like a black wig and everything. And that's the thing is I do think it's actually pretty masterful how they've done Enid 2.0, but made it fresh. Because it's just like Wednesday doesn't really want another friend. But this girl keeps insisting that they're best friends. And Wednesday is predictably super pissed off when she sees the black pigtails and everything. And she's like, you basic. And she walks away, essentially. And so then Enid and Agnes have an actually really great scene because Enid goes into she breaks up with Bruno, like officially, because Sophia showed up, caught the red eye from Manila. Y'all are 16. What are we doing?
I gobsmacked. I was blindsided.
Also, is Sophia going to be a character now? Yeah. Or was this it?
I was really on his side. I was like really trying to be like, no.
Say what you said in the watch along.
I was like, do I just have a blind spot for hot boys with bad hair?
Yeah.
And you were like...
That's not a question.
I wanted for there to be a genuine like explanation and for him to actually...
No. He was like, they took a break apparently when he came to Nevermore, but they were still like talking and stuff. But then he met Enid and fell for her. And so he was just like confused about what to do. But then he broke it off with Sophia. And so Enid was like, let's just be friends for now. But like, well, whatever. And then Sophia just showed up at Nevermore with a dress and everything. Girl, you fucking snapped your fingers in Manila and made all this shit happen. Crazy. So Enid was like, I'm not going to be the villain here, so work this out. And then she left. And so her and Agnes were in the like science room. That was a crime scene because they were both looking for a place to be alone.
I like Agnes. And I mean, we've like actually like we're at a place where she's liked.
This is great.
Like, she's meant to be liked. And I was like, I know that she's been largely annoying this whole season, but I feel like she just needs to figure out her place. Like she needs to find her barriers or boundaries with both Wednesday and Enid. And because I do love that because Enid wants to do her big production number. But
she was going to do the dance with Bruno, and now she's broken up with Bruno. And so Agnes was like, I could do it with you. And she goes, you would never know my choreography unless you've been spying on me doing my choreography. And she was just like,
But I love that it's like Enid couldn't even be mad. She was mostly just excited.
Okay, fine. So yeah, they basically, they come to an understanding with each other where they both kind of realize that they're being, too much on either side of the situation. And blessedly, the black pigtails were just a wig because she
ripped the wig off and we were like, oh, thank God.
And so she was, first of all, Enid's dress was so cute. It was like, it really vibed with the end of Ever After. The white dress in Ever After. It vibed with that a lot.
It was gauzier, but
Sure, yeah. But it was like really cute. She had like turquoise glitter around her eyes and her hair was so cute. The whole thing.
It was all iridescent and like it was all very, very blonde, very, very platinum.
Yeah.
But it had like the little hints of blue and pink, like her hair. And
so cute.
This was gorgeous. Yeah. All of the
Morticia's dress, Hester's dress, Wednesday's dress.
They were different.
Yeah.
And they were beautiful.
Because it's hard to make everybody's all black ensembles pop in different ways. And they
especially
really did.
with because like I said, there was a lot of blatant purple lighting.
Yeah.
So it was making Bianca's look green in some of the scenes, but then in other scenes it was red. And I said it was almost like a robin's egg blue.
Yeah.
Like
or
red blue.
No, I got it.
We kind of blew through it, but basically Dort blackmailed Frump into giving all of her money.
Yeah.
Everything.
Well, she also was a real bitch about it. She was like, since none of my family are interested in this, and like also Gomez is ugly and nobody likes you and you're not really an outcast, so I can't believe you're in my family to begin with. It was like she went hard on Gomez. And so then basically At one point, Wednesday had agreed to spend the summer with her learning the mortuary business.
Which she's been wanting. She's been sort of like dangling that.
Because Morticia didn't want anything to do with it. And so at the end, Wednesday
she's
was
busy writing her romance novels that she is very proud of. Even
and apparently Hester laughed.
Her dumb bitch mom.
Oh, yeah. And so basically at the end, Wednesday is like...
Very sensitive performance from Catherine Zeta-Jones. I guess, because I made a comment about Gomez being a lover.
Yeah.
I guess Morticia is as well. They're romantics.
It's really cute. So Wednesday basically says, the only way I'll still come with you for the summer is if you make a huge donation to Nevermore in honor of my father. And that's it.
That was at the end, yeah.
At the end, yeah. And so she was like,
because
okay,
I was going to say, they used Bianca to like hypnotize her, and it worked. Yeah. She was going to leave everything.
But then so Enid and Agnes ended up doing the dance together, and Agnes's dress was really cute too. She had her like red hair all in curls, and she had green, like really good emerald green. So they're doing the dance together, and then at a couple points, she turned invisible and just like spun Enid around, so it looked like she was swirling in the air. It was so funny. But then she also left Enid on stage and went and got the little talisman thing out of Dorot's pocket. And then when Bianca was making her speech, she brought Dort up and then siren songed him into being like, you tell everyone in this room what you did. And he did. And he admitted to murdering Gideon, and he admitted to like doing literally all of it. And then he took Bianca hostage with his finger gun. And then Ajax popped up behind him and took off his beanie and stoned him. But he had already shot fire at the chandelier chain, and after he was made out of stone, it fell on him and cracked him into pieces. And we were all like, woo!
I loved that because it's like, it adds a little bit of stakes back to the Gorgon gaze.
Sure. Yeah.
Because it's like, I like that it can wear off, because I like the ability to use it temporary.
Oh, God, is it going to wear off on the pieces?
Yeah. That's why he's dead. He's like, I think he's dead.
I know, but do you think it's going to turn back into flesh? Disgusting. Imagine.
But I like that it can be like, it's a very set phasers to stun.
Yeah.
Like, I like that it can kind of be used both ways.
But it also was like his own fault that the chandelier fell on him, because he was blasting fire all over the place.
Also, Hester's Venetian gown that was very Baroque. But she had these like bejeweled, oversized novelty hairpins in her hair.
So many though.
Yeah.
Like all around the bouffant. It was really
It was so like, I was impressed. Because it's like these types of costumes, like the Venetian Baroque, Rococo, Marie Antoinette, it's very easy to overdo.
Yeah.
As Michelle Visage will tell you. But also because it's so big and because it's such a silhouette, I think it's very easy to phone in. Yeah. Like, I think a lot of times you can sort of make the illusion of that silhouette cheaply.
Yeah.
And I was very pleased with how everything looked.
I'm wearing hip enhancers. I did it. And it's like, you didn't do it.
And they were all different. Like, it didn't look like, I don't know. I was very aware of how expensive this show is in this episode. And I appreciated it.
No, absolutely.
I appreciate when fantasy gets what it needs to successfugly.
Fully agree.
Yeah. I was very, very pleased. I feel like is there still another detail?
So Pugsley made a lot of noise about not being able to find friends because
he tried once and it didn't work.
He tried one thing and it didn't work. And
relatable.
So he immediately went and resurrected a zombie, and now that's his only friend. So when he like basically runs away because he's like annoyed at his family too, and he's in the cemetery, and Isaac comes up to him and is like, hey, my friend or whatever, can you help me with something? And then straight chloroforms him. Pugsley was gonna go with him, but he chloroformed him. So
I also very specifically loved Wednesday's dress and her makeup, because
really
it's like,
dark eye,
but it looked like it looked like Wednesday, but it also looked like an evening, like a glamorized, like
she went from day to night with the makeup.
And I think that's an accomplishment to do with a character who kind of has one.
Yeah. Principal Weems picked something up again, which I was
at this point
annoyed
Why was she there? What did she do?
Nothing.
Yeah. she was there
she
in a dress.
Keeps, she was at the party too.
Her plot has transferred over to Morticia now.
Yeah. Well, she keeps Morticia keeps sensing her and being like,
I don't hate it, but it feels incomplete. It feels like we haven't. Have you done what you're trying to do with this?
Yeah. Yet? Also, it's like you said, where I've noticed that some of her outfits have been different, but they've been the same general silhouette, where it's like an office dress kind of, and a coat. But she was wearing a full costume outfit, and I'm like, how did you change your clothes? I'm confused about the ghost abilities because Goody Adams never changed her clothes.
That also might be that's in character for good. I don't think she changed clothes in life.
Maybe it was kind of I don't think I said in our episode, but when Wednesday woke up from her coma, she was just wearing a t-shirt for 10 minutes of the episode, and I was like, this is not correct.
I think Weems in death is a fashionista in death, much as she was in life. So
I just
she's a shapeshifter, so maybe that's it.
That could I will allow
that.
I just am sort of I need you to nail down the ghost abilities. Is that a ghost ability or what?
You're having a lot of rule-based nitpicks with the internal logic of some of this supernatural.
I just I'm willing to take a lot on faith, but then it's when you're doing something like that and nothing has been said about how when you die in your clothes, those are your ghost clothes. I need just one smidge. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The Galpins and Isaac are doing something, and Pugsley's involved, and they're trying to figure out now which Adams is going to die. And obviously, it looks like Pugsley, but it'll probably be someone else.
Yeah,
so we'll see.
Let's find out.
All right, bye.